You know what's strange? Sometimes the people who like you the most are the ones who never say a word. But if you look close enough, you'll see it. Hidden in their eyes, in the way they remember every little thing about you. 50 signs someone secretly likes you. 1. Their eyes linger on you longer than they should. Have you ever caught that gaze? The one that's both hurried and hesitant. They say the eyes never lie. When someone looks at you that way, they're not just seeing you, they're memorizing you. 2. They always find excuses to be near you. It's never really a coincidence. They just want to be close, even if only for a few moments, even if you never notice. 3. Their voice changes when talking to you. It softens, slows down, as if they're afraid the conversation will end too soon. Every word becomes a way to stay connected a little longer. 4. They remember the tiniest things you say. You once mentioned loving lemon tea. Next time, they bring you one. They remember not because they must, but because they want to hold on to every small piece of you. 5. They look at you, then quickly turn away. That's when their heart speaks louder than words. A stolen glance, the purest confession that never reaches your ears. 6. They show up when you're sad. They don't need you to ask. They just feel it. And being there for you is their quiet way of saying, you're not alone. 7. They laugh before you do because your happiness is contagious. You smile, they light up. Not for the joke, but because you're the reason for their joy. 8. They say, don't worry, even when they're the ones worrying. They can't say, I care about you, so they protect you in silence. That's what love looks like when it doesn't have words. 9. They get jealous but hide it well. When you mention someone else, they smile politely, but their heart flinches. That's the sound of quiet heartbreak. 10. They listen to your stories, even the boring ones, because your voice itself is something they could listen to forever. 11. They wish you good night every single night. It's not just a habit, it's their way of whispering, I miss you, without crossing the line. 12. They still like your old posts. Scrolling back through your timeline, revisiting moments that remind them of how you smiled back then. 13. They act cold, but their heart races when you're quiet. Sometimes people hide their feelings not because they don't care, but because they're terrified of losing what little they have of you. 14. They pretend to be okay when you talk about someone else. Smiling through the ache, that's one of love's quietest acts of bravery. 15. They never forget your important days. Your birthday, your big win, even the day you were sick. They remember, even if they never say a word. 16. They accidentally brush your hand. A touch so light, yet it feels like the world just stopped for a second. 17. They compliment you differently. Not you're beautiful, but you seem happier today. Genuine, subtle, and real. 18. They remember what you dislike, because hurting you is the last thing they ever want to do. 19. They tease you often. That's their way of hiding nervousness. Every joke masks a racing heart. 20. They reply to your messages instantly because they've been waiting. Your name lighting up their screen means everything. 21. They get genuinely worried when you're sad, not out of politeness, but because your pain feels like theirs. 22. They open up about personal things. They want you to know them. Not everyone gets that privilege. 23. They always tell you to be careful. Simple words, full of unspoken love. 24. They look at you when you're not looking, because in those moments, they can love you freely, without fear of being caught. 25. They notice who you're close to, not out of jealousy, but because they want to understand the world around you. 26. They send you songs or quotes that say what they can't. Sometimes a lyric can carry more truth than 1,000 confessions. 27. They go quiet when you talk about your crush, because deep down they wish that name on your lips was theirs. 28. They reread your old messages, not because they forgot, but because those words still make their heart flutter. 29. They notice even the smallest changes in you, a new haircut, a new shirt. To them, nothing about you ever goes unnoticed. 30. They always take your side, even when you're wrong, because to them, your heart matters more than your mistakes. 31. They worry too much about you. Take an umbrella. Did you eat yet? Each word, a small piece of affection disguised as care. 32. They keep little things that remind them of you. A pen, a napkin, a text, tiny treasures from a love they can't reveal. 33. They smile when they see you smile. It's not coincidence, it's connection. 34. They don't say much, but they do a lot, because real affection doesn't always need an announcement. 35. They call you silly, but they're the first to protect you. They tease you, but heaven forbid anyone else make you cry. 36. They can't stand hearing someone talk bad about you. You're their soft spot, and they defend you without hesitation. 37. They buy you things for no reason. There was only one left, and it reminded me of you. Every no reason is the sweetest reason of all. 38. They keep track of you silently, not stalking, just caring quietly from the distance they've learned to live with. 39. They can tell when you're pretending to be fine, because they know you're "I'm okay" better than anyone else. 40. They stay, even when you never ask them to. Loyalty in silence, that's the hallmark of unspoken love. 41. They replay your voice messages over and over just to feel close again. 42. They love listening to you talk even when it's about nothing, because you are their favorite sound. 43. They change small habits to match yours, not to copy you, but because love quietly reshapes people. 44. They look at you like you're the rarest thing on earth, and in their eyes, you really are. 45. They worry when you disappear for a while. Silence from you is the one thing they can't handle. 46. They smile sadly when you say someone likes you. A bittersweet smile, love wrapped in pain. 47. They pretend to be busy, but they're waiting for your text. Hope disguised as nonchalance, the oldest love trick in the book. 48. They never say "I like you," but everyone else can see it. Because sometimes feelings are too deep to be hidden or spoken. 49. They stay silent to avoid making things awkward for you. That's what real love does. It chooses respect over desire. 50. And finally, they just want you to be happy, even if it's not with them. That's the truest form of love, when the heart breaks but still wishes you joy. In the end, silent love isn't loud or dazzling, it's the soft glow of a candle in the dark, quietly burning, even when no one's watching. If someone loves you that way, cherish it, because somewhere out there, someone finds their happiness just by seeing you smile. If you've ever noticed those little signs or loved someone in silence, maybe we're not so different. Hit subscribe and join me through stories that speak straight to the heart, where every word is a heartbeat and every story feels like yours.